going on, everybody? Welcome to Week 11, Pregaming at the Pub. We got a special guest in the house today. We got John joining the show today. Mike's dad, a.k.a. Mike's dad, joining the show. We got Gary, Mike, and myself. Ryan might join. I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure if he's actually going to be jumping on with us or not.
Yeah, he's changing his
Mike's dad looks like he's already chewing on some Sizzlers.
Yeah, right. No, you know, the Sizzlers, chewing on a Sizzler is a good thing. Yeah, the Sizzlers came back with a vengeance last week, 3-0.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
That's
So
a nice
we'll
cold Sizzlers. Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Connor did.
No, that's not. Well, he did two of them. I did the other one.
Okay.
Yeah. So if this is the first time jumping on with us, we basically go through each game. We give you a start sit for fantasy purposes, and then we give you a few games to maybe put a few dollars on. So week 11.
We also kind of preview, since we didn't do the show, we'll preview the Eagles game.
Yeah, we could do that for sure. Yeah, I guess we could do that at the end if we want. When we're talking about that game.
Yeah.
You know, we've reached that. But yeah, so we just kind of go through it and get you ready for the games, the Week 11 slate, as the cool kids say, and
except for that early game.
Yeah. Don't start anyone in that early game unless you have a kicker. All right. So inside joke, I've been screwing up pretty good the last 3 weeks with the London games. I've been assigning, before when we're preparing for the show, we give each other games. All right, this is the game you're doing. This game you're doing. I keep assigning the morning game to guys. So by the time we start the games, I'm halfway at that point. So
yeah, but unlike me, Gary actually caught on to it. Me, I actually do the preview of the game and then realize it's halfway through, and I'm like, oh fuck.
Yeah, he's like, what's going on here?
Can I get that game?
Yeah.
Go on, halfway through.
Just take the kick.
Anybody listens to us anyway.
Yeah, right.
Guru.
All right, so let's get at the first game. It would have been Gary's game, but I had to cross that off. So this one's mine. I got Carolina and Atlanta. Atlanta's 3.5-point favorites at home. Atlanta's kind of been actually Carolina too. They've both been kind of inconsistent teams. They look good one week and the next week they look terrible. So this is but this is a division matchup. So this is kind of a big game for both teams here. As far as fantasy implications go, this was actually pretty tough to go through and to figure out who to start. I don't trust Bryce Young, but I do trust McMillan as a wide receiver 2 this week. Atlanta's secondary is a little shaky sometimes. So and McMillan's having a pretty solid year as a rookie. So I like McMillan. Again, I would treat him as like a low end wide receiver 2 this week. And then I'm sitting Darnell Mooney. To me, Mooney is just talk about inconsistent. Mooney's about as inconsistent as they come. He's not even a boom or bust at this point. He's just been a bust, just flat out bust. He hasn't really. I know injuries are a big part of that. He was banged up for a little while there, but he just hasn't looked right since he's come back. And Drake London is just taking over there. So that's my start sits for Carolina, Atlanta. Should be
just a comment on this game myself, if I could. Yeah. Carolina's a bunch of losers. They suck. They clutch. They lose at home to the worst teams in football.
It's true.
Drop out suicide pools with $1,000 winnings that are possible. So and they get blown out. I mean, it's not even a close game. I mean, Bryce Young just throws interception after interception. It's just he's a piece of shit, and so is his team. And they can go to hell.
All right. So Mike say
thanks for the insight there, Mike.
Yeah,
much appreciated.
Well, I'm glad you're in a better
insight. It's just bitterness.
I'm glad you're in a better mood today about it than you were last week. So Mike,
that's me in a better mood.
Yeah, right. This one's yours. Tampa Bay taking on Buffalo. 5.5-point favorites at home is Buffalo. To me, that line's a little much, but more on that later.
Okay.
So Mike, what do you have?
So obviously you're starting Allen. I feel like Rashad White may break out this week. He's at under 10 points, under 10 in points per reception leagues the past 3 weeks. But Buffalo really has been bad against the rush. And Tampa Bay probably will try to control the clock and keep the ball out of Allen's hands. So that's what I'm thinking. If you're in a pinch, like I was, I picked up Tez Johnson, I think it's his name, for Tampa. Again, I know that Buffalo is good against the pass, but I think Tez Johnson's kind of come on a little bit. Then, yeah, there you go, Chris. All right, great.
Chris from Philly. I'd rather have Chase Young at quarterback than Bryce Young. Oh God, yeah. And James, did you see Jamie's comment? They cost him his suicide.
Oh yeah, Jamie. Oh, it was brutal, man.
See you on Thursday, I think, Jamie. Right? I might see you this week. I'm definitely going to see you. I might see you on Thursday. Jamie's coming from Denver to hang out with us.
Nice.
What?
Not
really,
he doesn't care
the Super Bowl already?
No, that's a suicide pool. It's
another suicide pool.
Yeah. And then my sit this week, I'm going to go Baker. Fifth best against the QBs. He's averaged 15 the past 3 games. So I think that and that's in the league where their TDs are worth 6 and there's a 5-point bonus for 300 yards. So maybe better options. I got another one that I'll throw out there a little bit later for better options, but somebody like Herbert's got a better matchup. So if you happen to have kind of 2 of those type quarterbacks, I would maybe go with somebody like Herbert. If you don't have much else going, then you got to go with Baker. I get it, but it's just my
like
thought.
me.
All right.
I'm counting on you
There
to
you
be
go.
wrong, Mike.
Welcome aboard, Max. We're doing well, man. We're doing well.
Well, I usually am, Gareth. So you
Yeah, I got him over in today over Stafford.
what?
Yeah, Baker in over Stafford.
Yeah.
Stafford's my start. Oh, you got to switch that.
Man. All right, so next game we got Houston and Tennessee. Houston 6-point favorites on the road in Tennessee. Not a lot of respect to the Titans. Gary, what do you have for this game?
I mean, you got to absolutely sit Chubb for Houston. He's finished. He's done. And Tennessee, just sit everybody. If you got somebody from Tennessee on your team, sit them.
Yeah, apparently Ridley's coming back. I just saw he's supposed to be playing, but that doesn't make a difference, dude. They're a mess. Pollard, you can't start Pollard this week. There's no one to really start.
Pollard and Spears. Yeah, I mean, I finally have found somebody that I could I made a big trade so I could sit Pollard and Krosky Merritt and not have to start that schlub anymore. Now I got two running backs that I can trust.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, you had to make so obviously a lot of leagues right now are kind of going through their trade deadlines. So yeah, Mike made a big trade this week. I made a little trade as well. I got the tight end from the Chargers for a couple draft picks, late draft picks. But yeah, you're just tweaking your team a little bit and seeing if you don't have to rely on trash for the rest of the season if you're gearing up for the playoffs. So Chicago and Minnesota. Minnesota 2.5-point favorites at home, taking on the Bears. I was a little surprised about this line. To me, the Bears are just a better team than the Vikings, especially right now. You don't know what you're getting with McCarthy, quarterback. Justin Jefferson owners. We've been dealing with this all year. It's been a bit of a struggle relying on him. I was talking to Ryan about it last night. It's like it's not that he's having a bad year. He's just not having a Justin Jefferson year. Like he's not. He only has 2 touchdowns or 3 touchdowns on the year.
I'd be surprised if it was 3.
I think he has 2. I think he has 2 touchdowns.
He doesn't have a whole lot of 100-yard games. So in those leagues with 100-yard bonuses, so if it's, I don't even know if it's a bad year. Like he's not a wide receiver 1 right now. I mean, he's a wide receiver 2.
He's a 2, and he's getting you, in a PPR, he's getting you like 14 a week, 15 a week. That's not good for a first round.
It's not
pick.
wide receiver 1.
No.
What was McCarthy's stats last week? That was his first game back, right?
It was his second last week. His first game back, he actually played pretty well. I'll let you know in 1 second. His first game back, he played pretty well. But last week against the Ravens, he struggled a little bit. He ended up with Oh yeah, 20 of 42, 248, 2 picks. Yeah, 54.5 quarterback rating. It was pretty dismal. Yeah, Jefferson four catches, 37 yards for Jefferson last week. Like that's ridiculous.
Ravens resurgent is surprising to me.
They are. Yes, they are. So for this game, I'm starting Aaron Jones against against Chicago's defense. Chicago's defense is bottom 10 against the run. So Aaron Jones might be able to eat this week. And then my sit is DJ Moore this week. He's banged up. He scored last week, right, Gary? Because you have him, right?
Yeah.
He scored a touchdown.
He
didn't get anything else. So
nope.
Yeah, so that was a little rough there for him.
He's banged up.
Yeah, I would stay away.
He's never materialized in Chicago.
No, he hasn't.
He never coming over from Carolina. He looked like he was going to be a good piece for them. And now Duez or something.
Duze or Dunze, whatever. Yeah.
I'm not the only one. Usually, I'm the only one that fucks up the names, but not this time.
So Dunze.
Green Bay is on the road going to the Meadowlands. They're up by 7-point favorites in New York. Mike, what do you have for this game?
Wow. Jacobs is the obvious start, but it is an extra tasty matchup against the 29th ranked pass defense.
Mm-hmm.
Theo Johnson against the 23rd ranked pass defense. If you need like a tight end in those tight end start leagues, and he's available, that may be a good pickup and start.
Mm-hmm.
Or one of those DFS leagues if you need a low salary guy just to kind of fill it in. I would consider that. You're obviously sitting Tyrone Tracy and Musgraves.
You're sitting
if they're even if you're sitting
everybody from New York. Dart's going to have a miserable day. The Eagles showed.
I don't even think Dart's playing. Dart might be out.
Dart is out. Yeah, Dart's out. Yeah, Winston. Yeah. That's what Jamie's saying with Winston. 5 touchdowns, 3 picks today.
Oh, that's true. I mean, maybe that actually does help. Oh man, that's my Wendell Robinson pick that I thought was going to be bad with a backup quarterback might have actually worked out. He's going to throw the ball up to somebody's catching it.
Yeah, I kind of like Robinson today.
Yeah, so maybe that's a good start for you now that I think about it. But
I think Green Bay just rushes the shit out. What they showed against the Eagles and what the Eagles did to New York,
to the Giants. Yeah, I think that's fair. So I was on this is a tough one for me for a sit. For somebody that you actually would consider starting. Love has the 26th pass defense. Is the Giants, what the Giants are, the 26th against the QBs. But Love has been so inconsistent that I think even despite the good matchup, maybe you got to sit him. So you might already be doing it. I don't know. Like I said, that was a tough game to kind of really find somebody that you might consider starting as a sit.
Mm-hmm. I agree. We never get to see Green Bay all that often. And I've had Love on that team. Mike, I've had Love on that team for like 2 years.
Yeah, you and Ryan.
I finally dropped him last week. Well, the Eagles really did get into his face all day. But Aikman was brutal on him last week. Just brutalized him most of the game. But he also showed you a lot about he's just not grown as an NFL. I think he's the weak link on that team. Like a lot of teams, you don't have a Superman at quarterback. You ain't going to win the Super Bowl.
All right.
Yeah, that's an interesting one, Jamie.
There you go, Gary.
About that in a second.
He thinks Watson catches a long touchdown. Because Gary, did you start Debo or no?
Debo was left in.
Oh, you left him in? Oh, okay.
Yeah. But I might switch him for someone else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gary,
I
this
one's you to get Watson in there today.
You think? I don't know.
I guess the Giants.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, but he's the second. He's a second against. I don't know. He hasn't done anything yet.
It's his third game back after injury, Mike.
All right.
So
Did you guys go blank for a second there?
No.
No,
I lost everybody for a second. I don't know what happened.
no, we were good.
Who are we talking? Watson? Who?
Oh, Debo just scored a TD
Oh.
for you. There you go, Gar.
See, that don't sting so much then.
Yeah, he was. So Gary texted us and asked if he should start Debo or Watson.
Watson,
And-
the wide receiver.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Watson for.
but the other game was already happening. I was like, oh, I guess you're sticking with Debo. So Gary, what do you have for Cincinnati and Pittsburgh?
Oh, I think T. Higgins is going to have a big game here because Pittsburgh's secondary is riddled with injuries.
Okay.
And as far as sitting someone, I couldn't find no one to note in this game.
Yeah.
I mean, you got your obvious starts, of course,
Mhm.
but I mean, to sit
Warren.
some.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
Warren has a good matchup. The wide receivers have a good matchup. Yeah, I Cincinnati.
He's probably okay.
I mean, Pittsburgh's secondary is terrible.
Yes.
They're like historically bad for Pittsburgh. For that organization.
You think it's going to be a shootout?
It could be. I don't know. Does Flacco have it in him? Maybe.
Flacco
Maybe.
did against was it Pittsburgh? No, Cleveland.
Cleveland.
And Cleveland had a good defense.
They're a good defense.
Yeah,
Close misery.
that's a
Flacco's legit, man. If they can keep him upright.
yeah, because when he did that against the Browns, that's what the Browns fans were saying. Like, we had this guy, you cut him, and now he
Yeah.
just killed us.
Yeah.
Browns
Just a
gonna
solid quarterback.
Okay, so I missed this one. All right, so this one's my fault. Chargers and Jacksonville. I assigned myself this game and didn't do any research on it for some reason. All right, so I'm gonna.
There, Sean.
I know. I wrote it down, and I'm telling you, I've had a weekend. So
I mean, drinking 12 straight hours don't help.
yeah, it was 12. Yeah, 12 hours.
You drank until 2 a.m?
Now like 1.
Jesus.
Still 11 hours. Ubered. Took an Uber.
All right, there you go. At least you did that.
Yeah. So I'm going to start Gaston against Jacksonville's defense. Gaston's he's good to go. He was a little banged up earlier in the week. He has no designation now. He's good to go. He's really turned it on as one of the top tight ends in the league right now. So since he got full playing time, a sit. I'm going to say NTN. The Chargers defense is pretty decent. So, and I expect the Chargers to be up big in this game. I'm surprised that line's only 3. I think the Chargers go up big and Jacksonville just abandons the run. And I think NTN's not going to have a great output today.
I like Herbert in this game. I think
Whoa.
against a bad pass defense. I think I got it written down here. I think I'm going to do well on that. That's somebody who I'd kind of consider starting.
Okay. I like that. Polsky, drink 25 hours, be a man. James, just because you just traded for him. Yeah. And being a Gaston. I have him in another league too. So, all right. Seattle and the Rams taking on each other. The Rams are.
Oh, what a game this is going to be.
That's going to be a real good one.
Yeah,
Is that
Yeah,
that is. I think it's a 1. Oh, it's got to be.
they're playing
That's
in
4
LA.
o'clock. It's LA. It's 4 o'clock. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, both West Coast teams. There's no reason to start that early. So, Gar, I am wholeheartedly against you on this one.
Wow. Keon Coleman is scratched from today's game with the Bills. Wow.
Kincaid's hurt too. I think that I don't know how you possibly can't start Stafford. Stafford he's only the 19th ranked based off the projections, Gar, but
Yeah.
using the algorithm. But Seattle's mid against the quarterbacks. They're not great. They're middle of the pack. He scored 35 plus in 6 of the past 7 games. 6 of the past 7 games. You can't sit him.
Yeah, you got to live or die by that.
So, yeah, I mean, Stafford, I thought that I was kind of like a no-brainer saying start Stafford, but yeah, that's where I'm going.
All right, I'll take your advice there, Mike.
I hope
All
he
right.
blows face.
Why would you say that?
You got to be careful. You got to
I'll
be
take your
careful.
advice. You convinced me.
Gary, you got to be careful with this one because he just traded away. He just traded away Allen yesterday, and now he's stuck playing Stafford.
Mm-hmm.
This is true.
Stafford's been
You
awesome.
cocksucker, you.
But he has been good. He's
I haven't been wrong with Stafford. When I played him, I haven't been wrong.
Yeah, I mean he's
what's the over under on this?
I'll look it up. You call him a cocksucker?
Well,
I did call him a cocksucker.
No, he did not. He called you a cocksucker.
This line is let me see. Seattle Rams 48.5.
Yeah, that's high.
Yeah, look at the points.
Yeah.
It's going to be tight, man. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, so for my sits
Sorry.
this week, I got both Walker and Charbonnet. That the timeshare situation is bad. I mean, you're probably already considering sitting them anyway, but like even if you're stuck with a flex, I mean, I'd go on the market and try and pick somebody up over starting one of those guys. I mean, it's not only is it the timeshare, but LA's second against the run. The Rams are second against the run against running back. So I mean, it's you got to figure something else out than throw one of those guys in.
Yeah.
I'm going Stafford.
Yeah,
I'm going Stafford over just about everybody.
Jamie's got a question. Lamar or Stafford? Yeah, Lamar against Cleveland. Yeah, I would go Stafford today. That's a tough choice. I would go Stafford. I mean, that's not an easy matchup, but either one isn't an easy matchup. But
they're 17th. They're 17th against a QB, right? It is a division game. The fact that maybe it's in LA helps.
Mm-hmm. Well, and Baltimore's got a division game too against Cleveland, so that's
right.
Oh man, that's
Cleveland's a good defense, though.
Who is
Cleveland?
Yeah, I think I go. I
still go Seattle. Seattle's a really good defense too.
Mm-hmm. Yep. All right. Next game we got San Francisco. 3 points on the road, taking on Arizona. Gary, what do you got?
I got to start Juwan Jennings. He's been very hot. He's got an easy matchup today. And your sits. All running backs from Arizona. Too many people splitting touches.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
I just picked up Juwan Jennings to start in a league.
Yeah. Yeah. Bam, whatever his name is, and then Camardo, whatever his name is. I don't know.
And isn't there a Carter or something? Or
yeah, Michael Carter. That whole that's a mess there. All right.
Coaches.
Yeah, I know. Can't stand him. Jonathan Gannon. So speaking of Baltimore 7.5 point favorites on the road in Cleveland. I'm gonna mess with Jamie now. I would start Lamar over everybody. No, I'm just kidding. I would start Fannin this week. If you're in a bind, or you have a tight, you're in a league where you have to start a tight end. Fannin had more snaps than Njoku last week. He's been kind of coming on lately, and it's not even close. Like Njoku is definitely in the back seat now, and no surprise, I'm sitting Njoku. I know it's kind of a cop out, but because of that situation, Fannin's just become the guy there. He's catching everything his way right now, and how the mighty have fallen. I remember Njoku was like a top 3 tight end for a while.
Well, Njoku and Kyle Pitts were both kind of those like guys that like you kept expecting to break out. Did Njoku ever have like a phenomenal year? Did he have like a flash in the pan couple of
games last year?
Because he was hurt all the time.
The quarterback carousel there.
Yeah,
he had a decent year last year though. Wasn't bad, but I mean solid.
Every year he's hurt twice a year.
Yeah. So those are my picks for that one. Kansas City and Denver. This is another great game. Man, Mike got a lot of good games today. 3.5 point road favorites are Kansas City going into Mile High. What do you got?
That's interesting. I mean, again, I think that Denver's coming off a Thursday game that was an ugly slugfest, ugly like slop game against a bad Vegas team.
Mhm.
So part of me is one, but they're leading the division and it's in Denver. Although that game is in Denver too. So or no, that is
That's in KC. Yeah.
That's in KC. Okay, that makes more sense. Right. No, it's in Denver. That game's in Denver.
It's in Denver. Yeah.
Versus.
Yeah, if it's versus, I don't know. Anyway, it's in
KC at Denver.
That's it. It's at Denver. Yeah.
At Denver.
Yeah, that's going to be a tough defensive slugfest. I mean, maybe you start defenses in that game. Maybe you sit Mahomes. Denver's second against the pass.
No
or
Surtain.
against QB.
You can't. You can't.
No Patrick Surtain. And
That's true. That's a big thing. He's had 34 plus in the past 5 games until he only had 12 the last game before the bye. So, I guess you do start him, but
he's got all his WRs back now. He's a must start.
Yeah, I mean the one blip week against Buffalo. All right, that's fair. Then sit Knicks.
Yes, I had no choice. I reluctantly have to start him this week. I'm not happy about it because Daniel Jones is on a bye, so I have to start Knicks. Actually, in the 2 leagues I have Knicks, I also have Daniel Jones, so I'm not really thrilled about this matchup today.
Yeah, 9th best pass defense.
At
12
KC.
last week.
Yeah.
That's a tough slog, man.
Yeah, he had 12 last week, and it seems like he's kind of been, went from like 40-some to 30-some to 20-some to 12.
What Jamie just said, Broncos are only good on offense until the fourth quarter. It's
Right.
insane. Talk about a slow start. We get driven nuts here in Philly, when the Eagles start off slow. They're having that times 10 going on in Denver right now.
Yeah. And honestly, this was a game where it was tough to find a start. Like, Mahomes, I guess you start because he's that good, despite matchups and everything else. And like you're saying, Surtain's out. But the only other thing I could think of as I was scrambling before getting on the show and really couldn't find anyone was RJ Harvey.
Mm-hmm.
Really good rush defense, KC, 6th against running backs. The only reason that I'm saying you consider starting him is because Dobbins is hurt. And he's going to get all the touches.
And he's going to get catches too. He'll get catches out of the backfield. But yeah, Dobbins on the IR. Him and Laporta went on the IR today. So this week. So yeah. Tough.
Yeah, I mean, so
shocking. Another guy that's always hurt.
Yeah, Dobbins is somebody that's always been hurt. That's for sure.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, maybe you're right. Maybe Denver's kind of like a little bit behind in that game, and they do a lot of dump balls to try and kind of drop back to pass a lot and do a couple dump offs, and Harvey's the guy that catches some of those. He gets a lot of those garbage, kind of like little 3-yard or 10-yard scamper catches as the last option type, dump offs.
So Sunday, you know what? Let's do the Monday night game first, okay? And then we'll go back to the Sunday night game because we'll finish off. All right. So, Gary, I know you got the Eagles game, so hold on just 1 second.
No worries.
Monday Night Football, Dallas and the Raiders. What a crappy Monday night game this is. 3.5-point favorites are the Cowboys on the road. I am starting Trey Tucker. The Dallas Cowboys allow 136 yards per game to wide receivers. So, and really Tucker's the option there. It's him and Bowers. So, and obviously I'm not going to tell you to start Bowers. Everyone knows that. You're starting Bowers. But
you're also starting Genty.
And
I just picked him up. That's who I traded Allen for.
So I had a really, really hard time trying to pick a sit.
Yeah.
And I actually put down Jenny only because I feel that Dallas, I think Genty will still get you points tomorrow night. I think with Quinyon Williams there now, I think they're going to focus on stopping Genty. Because I don't think they know they're going to give up stuff in the air. I mean, they just know, but I think they're going to have to focus on Genty because if Genty's able to run wild on them, that game's over. And I think he's
that's an interesting point. I forgot about the Quinton Williams deal, but they were 31st against the run. Obviously, that's why they picked them up.
Jay said,
"How good has this guy been recently?" Because I heard a blurb on post game. And the guy said, basically, he said, where's he been the last 2 years? In other words, he's on reputation now.
Who's that?
Went Williams.
Oh, Quinn okay.
Quentin Williams. They basically said Dallas got fleeced on that.
Okay.
Good.
Yeah.
That's what I'm looking at.
Fuck him.
Which, another. Yeah.
Man, Jay, I don't know if they're much improved, but we can't
Yeah.
talk Sixers, Jay. I know, Jay. It's a pregame football show. We can't talk Sixers.
He's like, Sixers are the game to watch on Monday.
Fuck the Sixers.
Sunday night football, Eagles and Detroit. Gary, you got the start sits, and then we'll kind of get into this game real quick, and then we'll do our sizzlers and call it a show.
Of course,
So
you got your obvious starts in this game, but the one that I focused on was Jamison Williams. Dan Campbell's calling plays now, and he's determined to get the ball down the field. So Jamison Williams will get his touches.
You know what? I like that with Laporta being out too. They, obviously St. Brown's going to probably be the top point getter there, but the fact that he's now a number 2 and there isn't, at least from a wide receiver, I know they dump off the ball a lot too, but
right.
Yeah, I like that move. I like that start.
Thanks, Mike. And you guys are probably going to be surprised, but I have a sit here for Philadelphia. I would sit A.J. Brown. He hasn't done much the last few weeks. Like, I would sit him this week if you have a better choice. If you don't have a better choice, then, of course, start him. But if you have a better choice.
Do you see who's lining up against him tonight? Avonte Maddox.
Oh, shit.
Interesting.
If he can't shred of Avonte Maddox, then we have a real problem with going on there.
You know what? It's interesting. I see this as, I feel like they're going to want to get A.J. Brown. I feel like they're going to this seems like a game where they're really, really going to focus on trying to force A.J. Brown to do well.
Mm-hmm.
So I wonder if for that reason he outscores Devontae, even though Devontae's probably taking him over as the number 1 overall this year.
Right.
As a wide receiver 1 for this team.
Let's try to force him the ball today.
Now, does that work? Or is Hurts that bitter and pissed off at him, continuing to make waves that he continues to shut him out of spite?
I don't know because they were on the same page last week when apparently they called that 4th down pass play. They were trying to get him the ball. So I don't.
Sirianni didn't want to do that, and them two changed the play.
My only issue with that whole thing is why were they even on the field in the first place? Why wasn't the punting? Okay, we're not.
Right. I got you, Sean.
So the game itself, though, guys, Eagles, Detroit. This is a huge game for seeding down the road here.
Yes.
This is for the supremacy in the NFC. So
if you can't beat up on Detroit's defense, in a game like this, you really I understand their offense has sputtered for 2 years. They got it together finally at the end of last year. I think it's a coordinator, head coach, coordinator problem with Hurts. Hurts continues to throw the ball in the ground, kind of like McNabb used to, where the philosophy with Reed was, first thing, do no harm. Do not give up the football. And since the beginning of last year, when he was fumbling and throwing interceptions, he's been really rock solid about halfway through last year and continuing all through this year. And you can see that he will not throw to somebody that's not open. He very rarely will. He'll do it for Smith for a jump ball purpose because there are no jump balls. They're Smith balls.
He was waiting for that line.
Yeah, I love that line. Yeah. He'll do it for Smith. He'll do a jump ball for Smith. But other than that, in the middle of the field, he won't do it. Just throw it away. Constantly.
So I just had to fix something. For some reason, I had the Eagles are home. I don't know why I had Detroit at home there. I agree with you. I think this is an opportunity for the Eagles. Look, first of all, when the lights are brightest, that's when Hurts really shines, right? I mean, he's done it his whole career. I think a potentially high octane game like this tonight, I think you're going to see the offense kind of come out of the shell again. Like I think they took a weird turn last week. That was just a defensive battle on both sides last week. That was a really hard fought, gritty game against Green Bay, and they won. I don't care. They won the game. They're 7-2. But tonight, I don't want to see that again tonight. You're not going to score 10 points and win this game tonight. So, hopefully they can get it going. I actually think Goddard is the guy tonight. I think Goddard has a big day, and Saquon gets a lot of touches tonight because they've been feeding him the ball a lot the last 2 weeks. Even against Green Bay, they fed him the ball a lot. So
their offensive line's beat up, man.
Yeah, no.
They're getting
All of them
old.
are starting this week.
What's that?
I think I heard all five. I think I heard all five are starting this week.
Yeah, Jergens is back.
Jergens is back, which is huge. Huge.
That doesn't mean that they're not hurt, but
Yeah.
at least they're all playing.
So, what do you guys think about predictions? I guess for this game here, this is again big game for the Eagles, big game for Detroit. This is it's gonna be an interesting one.
I think it's a slow. That first quarter is going to be very slow, and then in the second half, I think Carter gets to Goff twice in the second half, and that's the game changer. That's what helps us win this game. I like the Birds here, 17-10.
Ooh, low scoring. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Interesting.
What's the line on that?
2.5. Eagles are favorite. So that's a
And the
Detroit.
over-
That's
And the over
Detroit line.
It's got to be.
I'll get that for you in a second. That's
I got it. 47.
47. 47. No Laporta for Detroit, which is huge, which we already mentioned because we're talking about Jameson Williams. Gibbs apparently is looking at this as a statement game, he said, basically, because he wants to outproduce his childhood hero in Saquon Barkley, he said, which is weird because you're not going against Barkley, but okay.
Yeah, but I mean, it's interesting that it's his childhood hero. I mean, Barkley's been in the league, what, like 8 years or so?
8 years, yeah. I get because apparently Gibbs was.
Yeah, what's he fucking 52?
Exactly. I know. When I heard it, I was like, what the hell kind of thing
It's
is
like
this?
3. Yeah, he's like 4 or 5 years behind.
I
him.
guess with Gibbs was like, 12, 13. Saquon was in college, right? So he was,
Yeah.
I like the Eagles. I like the Eagles by 3. I'm going to say 27-24. I think it's a fun game. I think if it was in Detroit, I would probably take the Lions. But I think with being here, I think there's something plays a factor here, and maybe it's just home field advantage somehow plays a part. But I like the Carter thing, man. I think you do have an opportunity to get the Goff. That defensive line was amazing last weekend.
Yes.
So hopefully you continue that, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I think Goff's a little better quarterback than Love. I'm really down on Love, but
yeah,
that'd be great. I don't know, man. I think it's last man with the ball wins the game.
Jay thinks Detroit wins.
So what do you have? Who do you have winning? You gonna pick who has the ball last, or are you just gonna leave it as like a?
Yeah, to me, it's an open question. It's a tough game.
I thought earlier you were talking to me, and you were all about the Eagles winning this game.
Yeah. Wow, the mood has shifted.
Jesus Christ! I'll
This is
at
a
least
tough
be
game.
consistent.
You know what? Detroit's defense is bad. If just on that alone, comparing the two defenses, like obviously Detroit's pacing the Eagles' offense, but usually defenses rue the day, win the day. So
Yeah.
I'll go with the Eagles.
What do you
All
got,
right,
Mike?
yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm right with Pop all week. I've been 50-50 flip-flopping with my heart, maybe more than my head. I took them in this week's pick'em. I took the Eagles to win. With my head, man, it's such a 50-50 game. I'm gonna maybe Laporta being out, even though I know the Eagles are good against the tight ends. It's the difference. I think it's like a 1-point game. I think it's like a down to the wire nail biter type game. I'm going to take the Eagles, but it's like a 51-49. I mean, it's not. I don't feel good about it. I would not bet this game.
Yeah.
I don't feel good about it, but I'll take the Eagles. They're due to lose too, though. They're due to lose a game. They're coming off a Monday night game, but it's home. Like there's so many back and forth going on. But again, I don't know, 21-20.
Okay.
28-27. I'll say it's a little bit higher scoring, 28-27.
Well, you're not touching this game, but I don't know if that's going to be the case with the Sizzlers.
The
this week.
Sizzlers, here we go.
Let's see. Sizzler time.
We going Sizzler. We going Sizzler.
So the Selby Sizzlers, where we pick 3 games to bet on today. Connor has taken over my picks over the last couple of weeks because I am absolutely terrible this year. Last week I did combine with him, and we went 3-0. So now on the season I'm 11-16 with the Sizzlers. So double-digit wins, climbing back. Only 5 away from 500. Let's go. We can do it. I don't feel confident about today's games, though. I do think it's really good matchups today. I can see a lot of games going either way. But I did pick the Eagles to win by 3, and I'm going to stick by that. Eagles 2.5 over Detroit. I think they cover, and they win this game by a field goal at home. You know, like I said, if it was in Detroit, I'd be worried. Get those Sizzlers off the grill. All right, let's go. The Chargers, 3 points over Jacksonville. To me, that might be the easiest bet of the day. I think the Chargers roll. I think they roll Jacksonville today. But then again, Herbert's been known to kind of struggle in times where he has a good matchup and stuff. But they just seem like they're just churning pretty well right now in LA. And then the last game, I'm taking Tampa Bay to cover the 5.5 as underdogs over the Bills. I'm not saying outright. I'm just saying they cover the 5.5. That's a lot of points to me. I think Tampa Bay's a better team than that. And it's in Buffalo. I get it, but we'll see what happens here. But I kind of like Tampa Bay to cover the 5.
You think that with Buffalo coming back after losing, or no, they beat KC. Yeah, this could be kind of a letdown game.
Yeah, losing to Miami last week was big. For Buffalo. So it's
that was 2 weeks ago So maybe
Oof. Yeah, I didn't think about that. They were on a bye.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty salty 2 weeks.
Yeah, we'll see. So that's
How's
pretty much
the weather up there?
What's that?
You got the Florida team going north.
Yeah, I know. I thought about that too.
Yeah. There you go.
So that's all I had for the show. You guys want to add anything else before we log off here?
Nah.
Go Birds.
Go Birds.
Go Birds.
How about that? I'll just leave that.
Go Birds. And
Why after? Yeah. Why do you Why did you short after Go Birds? That's
Go Birds, and then you shit your pants.
Go Birds. Go Birds. John, thanks for joining us, man.
Hey, my pleasure, guys. It was fun.
Good to see you, fellas.
Yeah,
Yep.
good to see you all.
All right, enjoy the games, guys. We'll see you guys next week.
All right, Mike.